All right, let's share this. Nice, Rishi. That's great. Hey guys. Alright, so I decided to do this and not, I was going to look at some stocks this morning, and I still might, because there's going to be some really good buying opportunities, but I am not. I'm also thinking that, like, I don't want to get too crazy in buying stocks when I feel like things are just going to keep plummeting today. So I'm just going to wait for strong supports. But obviously that means I can scalp the Nasdaq. Hey, Enzo. So I think it's going to be really crazy at the open. I really should probably pull up my other chart. I turned this on at 9, so at least we'll have a little bit of data before the market opens, but things are just super, super, super bloody. I don't know if it's going to try to find support here, but I'm not really looking for longs at all. Let me look at my chart on my phone. The Nasdaq is already down 300 points just today. And daily at 140. Let's see. All right, so currently we are cutting through a double LIS at 13,080. Second. The next level below. Oh, it's so much harder on my phone because I can't like touch areas that 13,065 was the low. Got a lot of levels down there. These are all like from February and March. There's one of December in here. January, 13,350. Give me 1 second. I just gotta open my door. All right. My cleaning lady is about to be here. All right. So I'm not really looking for buys unless we maybe take back 13,100. We've dropped so much, but I just don't see anybody buying here. This is crazy. Friday, it made a new high, right? 13,818. Maybe that's not a new high. That's the high for these 5 days. Let me pull up my daily. No, 14,064, and that was like 2 weeks ago. It's just like dropped. It's like H after H after H. I'm just looking at it on my chart since since Sunday night. Gross. I caught some shorts yesterday, like in the actual market. It's like Roku and Win, but yeah. I'm scalping, so I could take longs and shorts, but again, I'm gonna wait for the open, which is in 15 minutes. If you guys have questions, let me know. I am doing a bunch of testing with a few different charts for the NQ and the algo. I'm really excited about how it's looking so far. But I want to make sure that even on like slow, choppy days it would work, because clearly we've had a lot of volatility yesterday and overnight. So that makes things a lot easier. So just got to keep that in mind. Look at you. You're just killing it on your own. You're just killing it on your own. Because you are such a good student, Enzo. That's why. Alright, sorry, I was just talking. So you can see we're coming up to that 13,100. Great job, Enzo. Super, super exciting. Let me switch this. Alright, so I have Alright, so we're at that 13,100. I don't think it will hold here, but we will see. Like, I would even think about taking a short here under this. We are above the VWAP and that point of control, but remember, they've only been generating since 9, so I'm not giving them too much validity. I got short at 13,975, so I'm in this short right now, taking a trade before the market opens. My stop is down at 65. I mean 66. All right, so I'm out of that trade. Just quick little scalp, $65. Again, I'm not going to believe any kind of long yet until it has some really big move up. I'm going to look to keep essentially taking the short here at 99. It's 918. If it does have some crazy pop out, they'll probably be right at like 931, and then it might continue down. And like, it could move up. There could be buyers here in this area. I'm just not going to be one of them for a bit. Shut this door so it's not as loud. So you can see here we're hanging around 13,102. There's a, you can see this kind of, these sellers here at 05. Moving back down. I'm short again at 13.99. I've been short for a few minutes. See if it will break back down here. Just for another quick scalp, like 5 points. You can easily see us coming back down to this VWAP. Even if it wants to bounce off of here, I'm fine with that, but I just want to, I'd like to see that move back down to retest that, because it really didn't retest it previously. If you see how it came here, it didn't come back and retest it. I tried. And it continued moving up, so maybe that's a sign of strength. You can see people are leaving this area now, that there's less sellers at the 5 and 6 area. So now it's getting a little push here to the upside. I have my stop at 7. Alright, so we got a few sellers that jumped in there. I typically have a 10-point stop on NQ, but if I'm watching it intently like this, then I feel like I could find an area that would be appropriate and not risk as much. So I just got stops there at 7, so that's fine. So it's like 150 loss, so now I'm in the red. I always want the market to move higher because it's good for overall investments, it's good for just the economy, but I don't know if this is gonna hold. I just don't know. It dropped a lot. When was the last time we were here? Let me look at the daily. It's so hard to see on this one. Let me go on my other NQ. Okay, daily. Alright, so this is an area from the end of March, beginning of April. It's actually a pretty strong support at 13,105. So that makes sense. It's like 2 big mountains here, so we'll see if we can stay above this. There's also an area down at 13,000. So we didn't get down there today. We'll see if I can hold it here and bring it back up. I have a daily at 13,138, 148. Let me see what this book map is doing. I was looking on my phone because I had TD up here before, but it takes up a lot of like memory and space. Alright, so yeah, this isn't a chart. Well, it is, Enzo, but it's not my chart. This is called book map. It's just a, look at all this up here. It's just like a heat map of where buyers and sellers are, essentially. So I use it at the open. I think it's a helpful tool, but like I've told people on here before, I think it's only really helpful from 9 to 11, because after that you really don't have much data. Like you can see here how there's not much shown. I want to see lots of colors, and there's a lot of black, so that just means that there's not a lot going on here. So We're pulling back here to this point of control at 13,100. Might get some support here and bounce back up. We'll have to see. Or see if it drops back under 13,100 and goes back to that VWAP at 90. You can see there's buyers down there. There's buyers down here at like 91, 92. We're down at 98. Seems to find support there. Look, it's bouncing right off of that point of control. And you have resistance at 8. Again, I'm not super fond on taking longs today at all, but if it keeps showing that it can find support and bounce, then I'll think about it. It's 9:25, so the market's going to open in 5 minutes. I'm not going to trade the first like 2 or 3 minutes because it's going to be really crazy. It's probably just going to sell out, like, honestly. I think it's just going to tank. Again. Maybe go down to 13,000. We will have to see. If that's the case, I would not want a take profit on at all. Just keep moving it down. Look at trail stop on. Alright, so it's back under that point of control. Let's see, but there's not enough buyers or sellers either side in here for it to do anything, and that's why I like watching this, because it so, and the difference between Enzo, between your charts that had like 25 moving averages and this is just one essential indicator that's saying, like, I don't really pay attention to these bubbles. I really only pay attention to the colors on the chart. You'll see if you're still on when the market opens, how much more colorful it gets. And that's what I use just as like a tool to help with my path for the day. All right, so market's opening in 4 minutes. We will wait and see. Well, 3 minutes now. Wait and see what happens. Oh, it's starting to sell again. I'd love to see this break the low. Like, again, I wouldn't love to, but shorts are just so easy to make profit. Like, it's just so, when the market drops like that, it's just like there's no one there catching it. It's just like drop, 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 drop. See, look at, oh, the volatility is picking up. What time is it? 9:28. Look at all of these orders that started coming in now. Like, lots of movement. Still 2 minutes till the open. Still pretty ghost town here, which is confusing to as what might happen. Again, it could go either way. It could keep this support here. It could go down to VWAP. It could cut through VWAP. We'll just have to see. So there's sellers here at 12. You can see the market's kind of moving up here. 1 minute until the open. There's really only a few buyers here and then a few buyers at 98. Other than that, there's nothing till 85. And if it really starts dropping, those people at 85 will pull out. That's the thing, is like you can't go off of this as like a 100% thing. You can't say, oh, okay, because people can move their orders whenever they want. See how there were orders here and now they're gone? People can move their orders whenever they want. All right, 20 seconds. Nine, 8 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I feel like I sound like well, look at that drop. See? What'd I say? What did I say about the drop? We're down at 89. See, but that might be the drop. Might be the fake out. We'll have to see. I'm up $5 on the day now because that's a good drop. So I'm gonna wait a few minutes and see what happens here, and then go from there. It's probably gonna be a drop. Like, let's be honest. Alright, so really just hanging out still at this 100. I'm going to squeeze this in a little bit. So resistance up here at 120. Let's get a little push here. It's not bad. It's not bad. How about some apple? Everything else is still super red. It's nice. See if it can hold this, sustain it, maybe come back to 15 and bounce. I got some serious buyers here. Let's see. Alright, it's not giving me a pullback to get back in. That's what I'm kind of looking for here. Maybe at 30, 25. See if it rounds out and starts dropping. Oh, why is my iceberg like that? Oh, I definitely don't like that. Alright, so it came back to almost to 30, not really. And it is trying to push up. I kind of like the idea of a drop here. See if it gets back to 25, 15. Touching back at that 30. This 30 bounce is actually pretty good. There's a lot of resistance at 40, 45. So now it's kind of just having a argument between like 30 and 40. So I got to see who's going to win. I think it might drop back down. I got short at 29.75, but this is still really risky. All right, I'm sitting at 26. All right, I got out at 26. See how it dropped to 20 from that 40, 30, 40 area? Got short again. All right, I'm out of that already. Really, really quick moves. Really quick moves. See if it's going to find support here at 30. No, it's dropping again. So now we're in this area and we need to break one side or the other, essentially. Break 20 or get above and through 40. That's not going to be easy when we've had so much red. But I would think about taking a long around this area because you can see how people are kind of dropping out here. Oh, 20 is about to break. Do have some support at 15. I'm not in anything right now. I took those few shorts. But I don't know. Now I'm kind of thinking it's going to make another round back up. Well, maybe not. Let's see if we can find support here. I'm not in this short right now. Would have been nice from the 20s, but I'm not too close to this VWAP and all of this. All right. You can see it bounced right off and popped up. Now it's breaking down again. I just got short at 10. I'm in profit at 4. Now I'm at 3. All right, I'm out at 3. Obviously, if I'm just saying one, I hope if you guys understand, if I'm just saying like one number or, you know, like 20 or something like that, it's the end of that. Oh, look at this push up. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Came right back up. Oh, this is getting real volatile here. See if it can break 40. Here we go. Let's see if we can break 40. There it goes. There's 40. 50's next. 47. All right, I just got that long there from like 20 for $400, but I had a few quick losers before that, so I don't know what I'm up $50 on the day. See how we said that? Oh, I said, we said, whatever. That I'm gonna just draw it out. That this started getting, oops, rectangle. That this became like an area. It's really more like this. Excuse me. And we needed to break one or the other. So we broke the 20, and that dropped down to 0.0 or like 0.2. So excuse me, if you took the break below 20, you got like 20 points, and then if you saw that it was really starting to vamp up, you took the move over 40. That ran up to what, 70? That's nice. So you can see it's trying to regain some strength here. Let's see if you can bounce off of 50. I just got long at 48. Ooh, that was fast. Ooh, we're in the green. All right, I'm out at 59 for a few hundred. Remember, quarter points, people. Quarter points. Yes. Yes, Jeffrey. Where are we at now? Sorry, I just wanted to answer Jeffrey. Sometimes people have their volume on, sometimes not. Oh, I just missed that. Did you see this dip back down here to 40? Because remember, that was our rectangle zone. Came down to 40, just ran up to 60. Look at this touch, y'all. This is what I'm saying. This is where, can I just get a line? How do I put a line? What? Horizontal line. Look at that. Oh, that one's kind of gross. But it's like, I would move it up a little bit. Horizontal line. Look at how spot on that is. So it got out of our zone, did its thing, got pushed back down. You know, people are selling, and then there's sellers. Came right back to that 40 and freaking ran. Now it's at 70. That's 30 points. That's $600 in this one trade right here. From 938 to 939. This is why I love NQ. It gives you so many opportunities. So many opportunities. It's finding some resistance up here in the 70s. See if it pulls back to like 50. So I'm up 115 on the day. There's a lot of sellers up here. But I'm not really looking to take a short now. Like I could. I just missed that one. I could. Oh, look at that push. No. But I don't like buying into something like this. So I would need it to pull back to a nice area. You can see that 60 was acting as support, but I'd rather it pull back to like 50 or 40 so I have more room to then get up and push through this, if that makes sense. I'm just letting my testing on the algo do its thing. I don't have anything live right now. Just testing a few different setups. It's kind of breaking through. Obviously, I'm not going to buy at the high here. There are a lot of buyers. This is good for the market though. I think people were getting worried yesterday and like overnight. Like, oh no. See if we get a pullback here. See if we can drop below 75. I'd love to go back to like 50. It's got to break 75. It's got to break 75. Nope. There is too much buying pressure for any kind of a pullback. I'm not doing anything here really. Like I just can't buy. It's not pulling back to an area that I can buy at. It ran up 100 points since this open. But I can't. Like come back to 85, but what is that, like 7 points? So I'm just kind of sitting on my hands right now. Up like $100. See if this can pull back to 85. It's just so strong. The buyers are strong. Guess I should have bought more Apple shares than I did. It's now up 110 points. And see, now there's really no sellers up here, which makes it nicer, but we're up 113 points from this morning. Let's see if more people start stepping in and buying. It seems like that's what's happening. See if we can break 25. That's just like super beasting. Look at how pretty that is. But it really gave like no opportunities. Like here, 60, that 40 was amazing. So this 40 that I missed, I'm mad about that. And then it pulled back to 60. So both of those were pretty good. There was one here, like 70, that would have been good too. But other than that, everything just kind of stayed tight, and it was like up, slight pullback, up, slight pullback, up, slight pullback. Getting a little bit of a pullback here. But now it's 9:45. See how some people only trade for like 15 or 30 minutes a day? Because this is all you need. Like, what else do you need after this? Oh, it's all good, Jeff. No worries. No worries. Alright, so we're pulling back to support here, but again, it might lose a little bit of steam. We have just ran up 130 points. So it's pulling back a bit. This is pretty normal. Pull back to that. See if it pulls back. See if we can get some buying here at 13,200. I wouldn't mind buying in this area. Pretty strong support. See if we can go back up to 25. But a lot of people are taking profit. They just made 100 points. So it's like, why? But this is a nice move for kind of the overall trend here. You can see more supports coming in here. So I like this long from 13,200. But you still have to just be careful. Seems like we formed some nice support. Let's see if I push back up. This 2 area seems to be hard. This 202. Seem to be a lot of like hidden sellers there. I can push through this 2 to 4 area. It should go back up. 35. Just keeps getting caught right there. Now it's selling into this area at 85, 75, 60 should all hold it. Bounced off 90 there. I like this move back up, but it's having a hard time getting over 2, 4, and 5. And then you can see there's some sellers at 10 too. If it gets another big push like it did earlier like this, then it can get over it. So yeah, and I'd be willing to show you guys, I'm going to start, look, it got through 10 now. See, now it's kind of moving a little quicker. 12, 13, back to 10 for support. Let's see if it pops up here. What I was going to say was sometimes I also day trade stocks at the open the first like hour or so. So I'd be willing to show you guys that too. If you ever want me to show you that, just let me know and we could do that one day too. So I'm only up like $50 at this point. Ooh, it's dropping now. I've been taking a lot of trades. Should find support here and move back up, but again, it's had a big move, so kind of just let it cool off, let it find support. 85, 75. Don't be like super eager to get in. That was a nice bounce off of 90. 90 seems to be giving nice bounces. Look at that, 90 to 0. But now you can see, oh, there it goes again. I was going to say that it didn't have the strength that it did on this last move, so it could break down even further now. Oh, there it goes. Well, there's a big green bubble at 05. Really, these are pulling over. I don't know if that means there's like one left that wasn't filled or something. I still have yet to like really figure that out. So now we're in another kind of rectangle zone like this. So you should really just be watching the below and the above. It's definitely trying to find support here. Let's see if it can hold the 2, break through the 5. There it goes, break through the 9 and the 10. And move higher. It's got to break out of this 15. You can see there's sellers there. I'm up 200 on the day. 100 after fees. I'll show you guys. 951. Only 61% profitable because I was kind of taking some crazy trades before the market opened too. Oh, look at this push, guys. It happened. The push happened. It broke through 15. I was back up at 30. The high over here was what, 25, right? That was really good. If you caught that break, good job. That breakout. This is called a breakout. Especially that bounce off of 90. Like, it legit went from 90 up to 05, back to 00, and then up to 30. That was a beautiful move. If you caught that, good job. That was a really nice, and see now it pulled back here to 20. It's moving back up again. Paul. No. This is just beasting. Again, I can't get in anywhere here. This is now like the high of the morning. I'll need to wait for a pullback to 20 or 30, but even then, I might just be done for the day. I've been taking a lot of trades. I'm up 103 after fees and commissions. I'm always fine making $100 to $200 scalping like this. No need to put myself back in more risk. You see, it came to 25 here. Like, this looks really good. I don't foresee it just imploding to the downside. That would be stupid at this point. We've had a lot of consolidation areas that have then moved up, just making really strong support. So, obviously, if people really wanted to sell it, it could probably come back to the 13,200 or like this 90, 85 area. But you can see, look, it just pulled back to 20, 23, and now it's back up at 33. So that's 10 points right there that I probably should have gotten. And I just didn't get in because I kind of said I was done for the day. So it's 9:54. See, this is why you could just trade for 15, 30 minutes a day and do pretty well. Once you grasp NQ and you figure her out, then it's much easier. But at the beginning, it could be super intimidating and it can seem really kind of scary and stressful, but I promise NQ is not that bad. If you can really focus and like, if you can really focus and just kind of put everything into perspective, then you'll do well. And not chase like both sides, kind of just understand the trend, try to focus on that. And that's why this morning I was thinking it was just going to drop more, but then when I saw it was finding support and turning around, started taking longs. So yeah. So all right, I'm probably going to wrap it up here. It's a nice little time that we spent together. We're on for almost an hour, 45 minutes. So, all right. I like to set up videos before I purchase the algo so I can get used to NinjaTrader. Yes, I can send you those videos, but you really can't do much outside of the first video, Alita, because the video 2 and 3 have to do with putting the algorithm actually in NinjaTrader and putting it on your charts. And you can't do that until you've paid for the algorithm. So, but I will send you the informational email, which has the first video, which is, you know, go to NinjaTrader, sign up for an account. If you want to get the algorithm, you know, apply for an account, fund the account, stuff like that. So, sending you, sure thing, Jeff, sending you that email now, Akhtar, and then you can go from there. So, all right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. I hope you have a great day, and we'll talk later. I'll probably get on tomorrow. Yeah, I don't have anything tomorrow morning. Probably get on tomorrow and go from there. All right, guys, have a good one. Bye.